Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Kwon from Group 2 HR Hunting, and these are our members. Today I'm going to talk about our top job analysis interview. And before my presentation, I'm going to show you our agenda, including these 6 parts. And first, I have a brief introduction of the interviewee. The interviewee, she is my mother, and she has over 40 years experience in accounting. And now she has worked for National Immigration Agency in the past 4 years. And her title is Accounting Senior. Basically, the senior is just like a manager of a company. And further, as you can see, this is National Immigration Agency, which belongs to National Executive Yuan. And there are several departments in Immigration Agency, as you can see, like Immigration Information Division. And my mother is responsible for accounting of this department. And next, as I mentioned that my mother is the senior of the organization, so she deals with accounting routine. Typically, her job can divide into 5 functions, including financial accountants examination, employees work supervision, and attending weekly meetings, or budget auditing, budget and budget decidation, and forming a team to go to the government to audit their budget and expenditure. Also, our team found 32K SAO into this job. 32K SAO into job, including familiar with accounting law knowledge, time management, interaction, communication, and so on. There's so many that I don't explain in detail. But the most important of all is that we take a good use of 5 functions and 32K SAO into forming a competency model. We try our best to categorize 4 types of competency model, including professional knowledge, relationship building, analysis, and management. Now I'm going to explain the competency model, and I use behavior icon to support this competency model. Next, professional knowledge. The definition of professional knowledge is that in this accounting system, we should be familiar with related accounting law knowledge and knowing how to use computer software to conduct statistics. For example, the interview is my mother, and she deal with accounting routine and budget auditing based on 中央预算法、财务准则 and 会计法. In addition, she fully acquainted with Excel and ANOVA, something like a computer software to make a financial report and a budget report. So because of the foundation of professional knowledge, she can do everything about department tasks, about accounting. And relationship building. The definition of relationship building is that we get rid of our individualism and stand in one other's shoes to think more about others and construct a bridge between supervisor and employees. For example, because of the job, my mother needs to go to government to audit their budget and expenditure. So in the process, she needs to negotiate, to discuss, or even coordinate with people in the government. And because, just I mentioned, like her title is just like a manager of the company. So she needs to listen to employees' difficulties, no matter that is good or not, and provide them with practical support and assistance to help them. Yeah, and in a weekly meeting, she needs to report what happened in her department and what crises do they encounter. And after the weekly meeting, she and another seniors and her supervisor will form a team to do a team job to solve these problems. And analysis. The definition of analysis is to collect information from retailers and the department and use the information to make a financial report and a financial plan. For example, the interview collect different object information from different retailers and use the information and the data to compare which object the color is bright or which object size is moderate or which price is low, and use the decision making to purchase a target object. And finally, management. The definition of management is to we achieve the goals by organizing, planning, and controlling. For example, the interview needs to supervise and manage the working schedule to make sure every task are on time. And if there are something emergency happen, she needs to organize an emergency team to deal with the problem and manage the team to solve the critical incident. So in conclusion, after this assignment, we have learned about the importance of competency model and the KSL requirement. So if assume that we are the HRM of the National Immigration Agency, we need to focus on the KSO of the person and try to analyze the person's potential competency model. So we students now, the most important thing is to find an interesting job or dream job and develop a potential KSO to fit in the job. And thank you, this is my presentation.
第三组。